you want it, go and get it. Stop waiting on niggas to get it for you. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Go and get it. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Go and get it. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Go and get it. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Gotta get it. If the money's right there, you gotta get it. Gotta get it. You see the plug right there, you gotta get it. Gotta get it. You see your dream right there, you gotta get it. Gotta get it. My whole team right here, you know we. What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Q Life, street guy turned positive. You here with PBN Network, positive beats negative. We here to wash up negativity. And you know my slogan already is grind time, no demon time. Shout out to the whole PBN Network, the whole staff, Shy Rosé, my brother, MOKNOWLEDGE. You know, we got our special guests, Tanya and La Picasso. Yeah.
Knock, knock, who's there? True custodian. You know what I'm saying? MOKNOWLEDGE, washing up negativity is all about positivity. Grind time, no demon time. Shout out to my big bro Q Life, giving me this opportunity to co-host with him. And, you know, shout out to all the listeners that's about to tune in. And, you know, and shout out to the staff, man, Shy Rosé. And shout out to, you know, our special guest, La Picasso, and Tanya.
Yes, how you doing? How was your weekend, brother?
Nah, it was good. It was good. You know, can't complain. You feel me? I was on a water fast. And
water fast?
Yeah, I was on a water fast from Friday. Okay. And then my wife cooked some food, and I ain't gonna lie, I broke it.
You did.
I broke
the fast, bro.
Yeah.
How you do that? Come on, you can't be breaking fast, especially. Hold on. You promised your wife, and you broke the fast. Now I know she's met.
I ain't promised my wife. I promised one of my sister, my real sister, from the same mother father. Yeah, because she's on a water fast right now, but. I was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? I started way before them. They started on Monday. I started on Friday.
Right.
And my wife cooked something, bro, and it was over. Wow. So I'm gonna start back. I'm gonna start back this Friday, man.
So basically, what you're saying is,
hey,
it's your wife's fault.
Dawn, what's good, Dawn?
So basically, what you're saying is it's your wife's fault because she cooked that good food. That's what you're saying. Watch what you say now. Watch what you say now.
It's my fault because I.
Okay, there we go. It's your fault. Shout out to wifey though. Hey, look, man. You know, because I was about to say you're gonna be in the doghouse. You about to be in the doghouse. You feel me? But let's shout out to the people that's in the building right now. If the office in the building, breakdown.
That's one of my sisters right there.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to breakdown. Shout out to everybody. We got a special guest about to come in the building tonight with PBN Network. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things going on. Let's see what's going on here. Hold on. Let's go down to these comments. It looks like a lot of people. CO Gold is in the building. Kiwan is in the building. La Picasso's in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Picasso was good.
Yes. We here. Listen, y'all. Listen. My weekend was great. You know, it's a lot of beautiful things going on in the world right now. You know, we always talk about how, you know, there's a lot of demon time going on, right? But also there is a lot of great things going on in the world, and we have to start recognizing that and exposing that content too. It's going down. And I'm gonna tell y'all why it's going down. Because tonight, this is episode 8 of Positive Beats Negative live streaming, and we got a special guest coming in the building tonight, who is a former battle rapper, legend battle rapper, goes by the name of Hoffa, has his own podcast show that took flight. And I mean, when I say took flight, it took flight. Quick. Shy Rosé, what's going on?
Shy Rosé.
What's happening? What's going on? How you doing? Good? Did it work out right?
I'm good.
Okay, that's what's up.
I'm ready. I'm ready. PBN Network. We ready to lock and load. I'm so glad to be here tonight, guys.
It took flight, you know, and I've been watching this guy since I was on Smack DVD. When I was on Smack DVDs, that was the era. He was on Smack DVDs too. I was around all of it. And I watched this guy elevate. And I watched this guy also come from where I came from the streets, you know, doing what he does. But now he has prospered and succeeded to a different level
and he's not that guy anymore. And a lot of people, they want to keep people where they were at, and that's not the thing today. So today we are going to show and prove. We are going to demonstrate what progress is, what growth is, because I think growth is what we need in our societies, in our communities. We need more people that's going to grow, because if you don't grow and you stay here, think about it, right? Rashad Rose, you're a female. If you get some flowers from your husband, your mate, or anybody, right? If you don't take care of it, it won't grow, right?
Absolutely, I agree.
See what I'm saying? So if you take care of what you got to take care of, if you take care of them flowers and you grow, what's going to happen? It's going to blossom. It's going to be a beautiful thing. And that's what's happening right now. So we waiting for Hoffa to pull up. How was your weekend, Rose?
My weekend was good. I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to be alive. I rushed in from work just to be here tonight to support my brothers, my team. And I look forward to this interview. It's going to be epic. It's going to be real epic, and it's going to be fun.
That's right. We're gonna make it fun. You know what we do here at PBN Network, man. I hope everybody got their popcorn. I hope you got your food, your drink. I got a drink. I don't drink like that. But this guy that's coming on, I think I needed a drink tonight. I think I can cheat a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. Let me go ahead and
get yours too. Okay. That's what's up. Mo, what's up? You got your drink?
Nah, I don't drink. So
Mo's gonna be the only now. Share the live. I need everybody to share the live.
I'm gonna be on point. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all on point. You feel me?
I'm always on point. I always stay on point. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm drinking or not. You know what I'm saying? I get everybody home safe all the time. You hear me? From Jonathan's Lounge. You hear me? Shout out to Jonathan's Lounge. Matter of fact, shout out to the sponsors. Jonathan's Lounge. If you're in the North Carolina area, you need to go there if you want to have fun, if you want to network, if you want good food, if you want to dance and party, if you want to see your favorite artist perform, come to Jonathan's Lounge. Also, shout out to Crimey Dealers. They got the Crimey Lemonade. They out here in North Carolina popping. Shout out to my New York Ella Fresh Bag Girls. You know what I'm saying? They definitely hold it down. They represent for the New York, for North Carolina, you know, for the whole PBN squad. They got the PBN girls too. That on the low. Shh. Don't tell nobody I said that. Don't tell nobody I said that yet. So what's up though? What's going on real quick before we wait for, because I think Mathis he should be here soon in a couple of minutes, right? Rose, what's been going on the internet? You see anything going on the internet that you want to talk about real quick?
Not necessarily. I think you guys do a good job with touching bases on it.
No doubt.
I'm from a feminine's perspective.
Right.
So from a feminine's perspective, this interview that what we're gonna have today is gonna clear up a lot that's been going on, right? For the past couple of weeks. I haven't seen any females or any feminines step into the plate to discuss how, you know, from our point of view or from a feminine's point of view, how we can get to how could positive beat negative? How we can get to some form of resolution? Is this going to continue to go on, or is this going to ultimately die out? So I'm just here from the female's perspective, and I'm here to engage and to entertain and to appease to our female audience.
BQ Mommy in the building.
BQ Mommy was good.
She's another supporter, always coming through, always represent PBN. She puts the logo up, y'all. Y'all better go. I'm telling you, go follow BQ Mommy, and when she posts, it don't even have to do nothing really with me, but she'll still put the PBN logo on there, representing PBN all the time. So shout out to BQ Mommy. You know what I'm saying? Man, life is good, y'all. Life is good.
Cheers to that.
Yes, I'm gonna take a drink to that real quick. And the reason why I say that,
let me ask you,
more knowledge in the building.
Yeah.
For both of y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got social media, and you know, stereotypes is embedded, you know, within the social institute and the wide culture. How can you overcome stereotypes? Typing.
Right. How can we? And And it takes a polarity of feminine and masculine to do it. We have to meet at a common ground, and it has to be some form of balance.
Right. Definitely.
How you overcome stereotypes to you, Q Life?
Definitely balance. Sometimes I had to deal with it too, like minding my business. Like if it don't apply to me, let it fly, right? But when it does apply to me, sometimes knowing when to speak, knowing when to reply to somebody trying to stereotype you, because as a man like me that made a change in my life, you know, if I go back, if somebody is stereotyping me and saying, well, Q, you used to punch dudes in the face all the time, now you this guy, boom, 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 right? Now, if I reply to that, I can basically almost get into an argument with this guy, have a fight with this guy, or I can not reply and just keep it quiet and let him wonder what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's all about how you move. You know, that's how I deal with stereotype. That's how I deal with a lot of things in life. It's about how you move. When you move strategic and you move militant, you can kind of
confident.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of dodge a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? That's how I dodged a lot of things in life and how I changed. I made my change by moving the way I move now. So if you don't have that, if you can't move the way you should move, especially as a man or even as a woman, you know, with certain situations, then you're gonna get stuck in that, and you're gonna be right there where they want you to be, stereotyped, and whatever they're saying that you was, you're gonna be that. You're gonna be that if you don't move right. So that's my look on it.
For example, for the people, man, you know, an example of what a stereotype is for the people that don't know, you know, from a positive level, they say, you know, woman is warm from a positive level. But from a negative level, they say woman is weak. How can you talk about that? That's like a simple stereotype. Oh, from a positive level, woman is warm, and from a negative level, woman is weak. What you think, Shy Rose?
Well, I won't say that we're necessarily weak per se. This with that stereotype, we may be a little bit fragile.
Right.
So I won't never say a woman is weak. We might be a little fragile, a little soft, a little tender, right? But it's our job as a feminine to meet our masculine, not necessarily where they're at.
I don't mean to cut your wisdom. I'm sorry. I think Math Hoffa's in the background right now.
Okay.
So, but
Okay.
finish what you were saying.
So just we just have to meet our masculine partners. And not necessarily partners, it could just be our masculine people, period.
That's right.
The opposite sex, where they're at, not challenging them, but just meeting them to a common ground.
Okay.
Definitely. So without further ado, y'all, we got this the former battle rapper. We have this man that changed his life around. That's a big podcaster that took off. He took off. And he's doing good. He's doing well. And now people want to stereotype, right? We got the one and only Math Hoffa in the building, y'all.
Salute. It's good.
What's going on? How you doing, brother? That's the first question I want to ask you is what's your mental state right now? You know, how's the family? How's the kids and the wife?
Kids are good. Just got off the phone with my baby girls. They over there having fun, you know, doing their thing. I'm in the crib making beats. My girl, she's entering into her rap career. It's a beautiful thing, yeah.
Oh, okay. So hold on. You know what's so crazy? All the years that I know you, I ain't tap into that. I didn't know you do beats too. I really didn't. All I knew you for was rapping and you know, wilding out on dudes, right? so that's what I mean by the change and by certain things that we do as growing and all that. So that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Well, tonight I got my man Champ do beats. He got the headphones on right now. You know what I mean? He was just on the speakers. I know he's like, damn, I got to put on the headphones now.
Okay,
no doubt. But I like Diddy the beats. I used to do beats. I started off like interning in the studio. Not really intern. It was my uncle's studio. And I had a deal with the dude that used to produce there. He said, yo, if you help me out like during the week or whatever, I'll make a beat for you every Friday. So he stalled out a couple of times, and I was like, man, fuck that shit. And I started turning on the equipment, and I learned how to do the shit myself. So, you know what I mean? It's there, but nowadays I just sit down, I tell people, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and they'll put their touch on it, and you know, we make magic.
Okay. All right. I want to do this right though. I want to introduce you to this is part of my team. This is my assistant, ROSEZAY. She's in the building.
Rosé, how you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? Long
You know what
time.
that is.
I'm great. Yeah.
And I got my brother MOKNOWLEDGE with me, man. My co-host, man. He doing a great job. I love what he doing, man. Shout out to MOKNOWLEDGE, man.
Yo, shout out to Mo, man. I just found out that Mo talks. I just found out. Word.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy. And so real quick, man. I want to get into this real quick, man. My first question that I got for you is, so besides battle rap, besides my expert opinion, we want to know Math Hoffa. We want to know the childhood of Math Hoffa growing up in the streets of Brooklyn, New York. That's what we want to know first, man. Can you take us there?
Yeah, I can take you there. I know my man Champ is gonna be like, go pick up that Viral magazine. That's the biggest magazine in the jails right now. We did an interview. He got a lot of that information out of me. But to reiterate on that, I was born in Brooklyn. Spent a lot of years in Crown Heights. Spent some years in Bed-Stuy. Spent some years in the islands, Barbados. Came back, spent some more years in Crown Heights, and I moved around a lot when I was a kid because you know moms was trying to figure it out. Right. And but Crown Heights for the most part. Shout out to President, Utica, Union, Rochester, Albany, EP, of course, Empire. You know what I'm saying? 456, 457 buildings. Wingate, 221, 291.
What about Brownsville?
390.
No Brownsville?
The Ville, yeah. The Ville for sure. Cool. Okay. The Ville for sure. Shout out to Saratoga. Saratoga and Green. I used to go to Shema Yisrael. There was an Israelite camp over there that, you know, growing up, I was curious about a lot of things, and those brothers kind of set me on a path to see the greatness in myself. So I want to shout out Shema Yisrael. I want to say rest in peace to Rofe, rest in peace to Doc. Shout out to Malak, shout out to Zuriel, shout out to all those guys. Shout out to Ben Azakim, shout out to Benny Adat, shout out to it could go on. I know. Rest in peace to Cap. It could just keep going, bro.
Right. And I want to do my shout out real quick. Shout out to my boy, you know what I'm saying, T Funds and also my boy Card from Brownsville, man. I remember when I first started leaving Queens and going to Brooklyn, and I was known off the Smack DVDs with Shay Davis. So I went to Brownsville. You know, that was one of the hardest spots in Brooklyn. Fact. And I thought it was gonna be drama. When I got there, dudes came outside and was just showing us so much love and started busting shots off like, yo, the OTF niggas is in the building. I'm like, oh wow, this is love, you know. So I know.
Matter of fact, shout out to my man Bless. Shout out to my man Bless. I know you know Bless. Yeah. NYB. We got NYB ties. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's my bro. He managing Fabio now. Yeah, he's doing his thing, man. Shout out. I'm so proud of my bro, man. So proud, man. Yeah, that's proud. How it's supposed to be, man.
My next question, right, is what led you to want to become a battle rapper? Was it what was going on in the streets, or was it that battle rap was famous in the streets like that and you wanted part of it? Or was you just a young kid that always liked to rap and then you said, oh, I'm gonna go into the battle rap?
Well, it was marketing. It was marketing. Because if you watch these episodes, you see the Clark Kent episode, and you know, like, I used to be sitting in the background in Clark's studio, like, you know, the guard dog. You know what I'm saying? Clark would be like, somebody would come through, play their demo, rap for him or whatever, and Clark would be like, you're missing something. Yo, Math, can you spit for this? You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'll rap, and he'd be like, yeah, you gotta sound more like that. You know what I mean? Like, Clark, shout out to Clark. Clark is from Crown Heights too. He's from the other side of my block, actually. Bimmy Anthony wanted to give me a deal when I was real young, but I was a little hard-headed.
About how old?
A little knuckle-headed.
How old you think?
I said I was 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to move around. I used to go to all the video shoots. You know what I mean? chop it up with niggas. They start ciphers. I start cooking niggas. And that's how I used to get into these studios. Like, they'll
Cooking
just
them.
be like, yo,
Cooking
who's
them.
this nigga? Who's the... back in the days, that's all I needed to do was rap for somebody. And I know I'll be in the studio with him later on that night. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, shout out to Benzino. First time I met Zeno.
Right. Shout out
Put
to
my
Benzie.
arm around him.
Benzino.
Rap to him. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, come through. He wanted me to do an Eminem diss later on. And that didn't really work out. But yeah, facts.
Wow.
Facts.
Wow.
Um,
So when, real quick, B,
same
that you
thing-
said that, when an artist, when you interact with an artist, right, and they got a little rap beef with somebody, and they want you to get on a song dissing them, how do you, if you don't have beef with that person? I think I know your answer, but I just want to know what a lot of artists think about it. Like, how do they go about denying that, or
Well,
some of them might say, yeah,
I can tell you what my process was. When Zeno first called me to do that, he was like, yo, Math, you a lyrical monster. I gotta say shout out to Wise. Shout out to Wise Pete. Wise Pete was the first person to bring me to a professional studio. He was signed to Jay-Z's Carter
light
Faculty.
skin Wise?
Nah. Brown skin Wise. He did some time for a while. He came home not too long ago. He was on the show too. Shout out to Wise Pete. Shout out to Dark Half, the Rangers. Right? So when Zeno called me, in my mind, I was like, damn, I could skip over the shiny suits and all that shit that was going on at that time. You know what I mean? My name would be out there. So I cooked up like 50 bars. Shout out to the Hangman. The Hangman did the beat for me. And I started to lay down half of it one night, and I came back to lay it down the next night. And Zeno kind of he started playing his response, which I didn't expect, because originally the conversation was like, I want you to come handle this, and I'm gonna just keep making records.
Okay.
So when he played the Die Another Day joint, the Debbie joint, and rest in peace, K Slay. K Slay was right in the studio with us. I was like, okay. And then he played another joint and another joint from like different people. He had some niggas dissing him in Spanish. I was like, yo, Zeno, what you doing? He's like, yo, I'm gonna drop a whole mixtape with the next edition of The Source, and it's gonna have all these diss records and Eminem on it. And I looked at my manager, and I just felt like, yeah, this wasn't the road. This wasn't the road. So I was like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna fall back from this. And we had a little conversation about it. It was no hard feelings. He cracked a little joke about it, like, yeah, 50 is from New York. Maybe you should. I was like, man, whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But
What year was that when you?
that was when they whole shit started.
Okay.
I forget. That was either 90.
I'm about to say 90, somewhere in the 90s.
Nah, I think it was 2001 or 2.
Okay.
Early 2000s?
Yeah, early 2000s.
Okay.
But I was moving around. That's why, like, people be surprised, like the guests that I get on the show, but they don't know, like, yo, I was moving around with mad people. You know what I mean? I was down with Foxy Brown at one point. Like, it's a lot. But I decided I didn't want to just be. For one, I respected M lyrically.
Right.
And probably more than Zeno at that point. Not even probably, definitely more than Zeno at that point. And I just felt like, all right, dissing this nigga to try to get on, that ain't me. I don't feel like I need to do that.
Right.
So I fell back from it. You know what I mean?
Okay,
But for artists, I'm gonna say this. One thing he did say to me, he was like, yo, how you expect niggas to treat you like family if you don't act like family? But you got to be careful what kind of family you getting into. I saw that being a bad idea, and as you see how it played out, it was a bad idea. You know what I mean? But I still respect Zeno for giving me that opportunity. What I had kind of an issue with is I was supposed to be in the Unsigned Hype. I was supposed to be on the Rock the Party remix with Kim, and all that was taken away from that one decision.
Right.
But I could live with that. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Of course we can.
Right. You didn't burn any bridges.
Right.
So
I still got I still got some questions for you, right? But I want to kind of switch the shift a little bit. I know Sha Rosé had some questions for you, man. She had some questions, so I'm gonna let her jump in real quick, and then I'm gonna get back to me. And then we're gonna get to Mo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. So basically appease to our female audience. For somebody, in your pedigree, in your journey, right?
Right.
For somebody that, if there's other men that's looking to do what you're doing or something similar, because we all have our own journeys, right? Individual journeys.
Right.
What type of woman would it take? What type of woman or female would it take to support? And what would you need to be supported? Or what would a man in your pedigree and your caliber need to be supported in order for you to succeed?
Well, you kind of answered it. Just a supportive woman. You know what I mean? I lucked out. Jen has had my back for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what it was, like, she's just a rider. Like, no matter what type of twisted turns or crazy shit was going on, she's just been in my corner telling me, yo, I know you're gonna be great. I know you're gonna do this. I know, yo, it's gonna be perfect for you. And like, just constantly giving me positive energy, right? Because sometimes I've been in relationships with females and they like, I don't know if this shit gonna work out. You need to go find a job and, and get out the streets. What you doing with your life and all that shit? And at times that stalled me out because it was like, you know, anybody that you love, you give them power.
That's right.
You feel me? They got the power. They got the power to hurt you or inspire you. A stranger don't have that. You know what I mean? If you being affected by comments that niggas is leaving under your pictures and all that shit, or people you never met before, then your priorities is fucked up. You know what I mean? You only give that power to people that you love and respect.
That's crazy.
When you got somebody in your corner that you love and respect, and they're telling you you're gonna be great, that's like, it's fuel. You know what I mean? It's fuel. You got to show and prove. Sometimes somebody will see something in you, and you don't see it yet.
Right.
But you got to readjust your mind for them to be like, yo, if they see it, I should see it even further than that.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you think I'm gonna be a millionaire, I should think I'm gonna be a billionaire.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? But I'm gonna take that energy and we gonna move forward. But you got to be careful. Whoever you got around you, if you got a supportive woman, if you got a woman that's down for you, and it's not just in words, it's in actions. You know what I'm saying? And she like, yo, oh, you got to do a YouTube post at 4. You got to get up and do that YouTube post, or you got to drop this song, or we got to get this video shoot done. You know what I mean? Like, a person that's right. It's someone that's giving you that energy. You could be unstoppable. And for men, I don't think women understand it. Most of us, our mother's words are like the law of the universe.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So once you meet a female, like, they kind of take that role.
Right.
And the words that they facts. And the words that they give you is like, you take that energy and you go anywhere with it.
That's
you know what I mean?
Good one. Good answer, man. Shout out real quick. Shout out to everybody in the panel right now showing love. You know, we got Math Hoffa in the building. My expert opinion. It's your boy Q Life, Street Guy turned positive. Positive beats negative. We gonna bring positive vibes to neighborhoods, communities. You know my slogan is grind time, no demon time. I got my co-host with me. I got ROSEZAY with me. Yo, Mo, let Math know what's your slogan, bro.
Knock, knock, who's there? True custodian, warrior, washing up negativity. It's all about positivity. Grind time, no demon time. Shout out to Math Hoffa. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? The man that put the smack into
smack. Oh, he brought it back.
Yeah.
He brought it back. I like that grind time, no demon time. I got one that says, I'm too godly for demon time.
You know, we come from the
we come
great minds think alike, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
That's right. ROSEZAY, you got another one though, right? Don't you got another joint? I
think I do. Now this is to appeal to the male audience. It's to kind of stir something up a little bit. Are you still a Nets fan? Are you still a Nets fan?
Shaw, why you doing that, Shaw? Where you going with this, Shaw?
A championship in more than 40 years? Are you?
Look, he got his head down, Shaw. He got him with his head down, man.
I'm still a Nets fan.
Okay.
I'm still a Nets fan.
Okay.
Still a Nets fan.
Integrity and loyalty. That's what we want to hear.
I love the Nets. But at some point, because of the Knicks and all the years of disappointment, they broke my heart too many times, man. They broke my heart too many times. So I stopped being a Knicks fan. But yeah, I'm definitely a Nets fan.
Okay.
Shout out to the Nets.
Shout out to the Nets.
Word. Okay. And by default, I'm a LeBron fan. I'm not a
There we
complete
go.
Lakers
There we
fan,
go.
but I'm a LeBron fan. You
Now
heard?
you see what you started,
Okay.
Shop? You see what you started? That's what I'm a LeBron
Listen.
fan. I ain't gonna lie. Like they could call it what they want to call it, right? But
Right.
wherever LeBron go, that's the team I like. I'm keeping it real because listen,
Yeah,
you know why the math? You know why I say that? I get why people say, "Oh, the bandwagon," but let me explain this, right? So let's say I like the Chicago Bulls, right? When Jordan was there, right? Now, nobody that was there when I liked them is there, so I'm supposed to like that team still,
right? Like why?
Like why? I don't even like nobody there.
Because there's reasons why you like a team. You know what I'm saying? Now you could pick your home team. Okay, I know what home team is, and definitely, you know what I mean. If the Knicks start doing well, I'll be like, oh shit, for real.
Oh shit.
But you know, shout out to D Rose. I don't mean to say it like that. You know, that's the homie.
Right.
But you know, he gave me some Knicks tickets, but I showed up in the Nets jersey.
What? Yo, you look, math is crazy, man.
I knew that already.
I'm gonna keep it real. I think niggas love me because I keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. If they could make me a Knicks fan, then that'd be incredible. I'd love to cheer for the home team, but you know what I mean. I'm just not into getting my heart broke, bro. If you got a chick to keep cheating on you, you gonna stay in a relationship. That shit don't make no sense.
Well, if you're listening, this is Matt Hoffa's year, 2023. Y'all need to do something for him because it's been loyalty and integrity for 40 years.
Thanks.
Hoffa. Let's go.
Love the Nets.
That's right.
Word.
Yeah,
Shout out to Derek Coleman. Shout out to Derek Coleman. Word. Shout out to Kenny Anderson.
We can't hear you, Mo. I think your mic is muted or something.
If you get invited to a Knicks game and come there with Nets jersey on, that means that's how you overcome stereotypes. Because people expect you to go there with a Knicks jersey, but you went there with a Nets jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Word. You know what I mean? You got to keep it 100 with niggas.
That's why I got Mo Knowledge with me, man. See,
yo, and low key, I don't know if niggas know this, but there'd be like a whole area of Nets fans that be in Madison Square Garden.
Of course.
And they be the loudest area. I don't know if it's just niggas from Brooklyn, but they the loudest area. Like I was there when the Knicks played the Nets before the playoffs last year, and the Knicks was up like 20-something points at the half, and we just watched them crumble.
Wow.
We just watched them crumble, and all the Nets fans were just making mad noise. I know everybody was pissed, but it is what it is.
Yo. So I had to do my homework, and I said, I didn't know this. So I see that you played in a movie before called Rap Wars. How did that come about, and what was the experience like?
Rap War 1. At the time, I was working with Sav, my man Ja, and Rico. You know, those is like my co-managers. Sav went on to break Young MA.
Okay.
And he was with her for a couple of years, you know, the height of her career. And John Rico, they knew somebody that was shooting a movie. And it was like, yo, you want to come through, you know, play one of the battle roles or whatever? I was like, all right, cool. Showed up, I rapped to the director, and he called the lead role, and he was like, yo, I'm sorry, we're going with somebody else. And they put me in that position. So
wow. It
was fun. It was interesting.
Wow.
It made it to Stars. It got picked up by the ABFF. Then it got bought by Maverick Platinum. And then they licensed it to Stars, and it was on Stars for like 3 years.
Wow.
Word.
That's
and you made an appearance in another, I believe you made an appearance in another movie, I believe it was. Trying to think.
There was The Body, but I don't think that ever came out. But I feel like that was the best work.
Discretion.
Nah,
no?
I wasn't in that.
Okay.
I was in Respect Life for a while. I don't know if y'all remember the web series.
Yeah. Something like it was like the Project Heat, the Respect Life though. Okay.
Right.
Oh, you was
Project Heat. You was in Project Heat.
Yeah, that's my no. You know what it was? Nah, I wasn't in there. I ain't gonna lie. I was supposed to be, right? But you know why you thinking that? Because not only do people say I look like Jim Jones, but they say I look like Pop, that nigga Pop from Project Heat.
That's right. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, I was in Respect Life and the Brooklyn Way for a little while.
Okay.
But I want to get back into that shit, man. I love creating. I write scripts. Omar Epps, Method Man, they be encouraging me all the time. Like, yo, step out of the box, man. Do this shit. Like, real shit. Shout out to shout out to the big homie Meth.
Shout out to Meth. Shout out to Meth. Yeah, you did the battle and shit with Meth, man. I know that was
Yeah.
crazy. That was crazy. When you got called for that, like, I know you was like, hold on, man. Like, I know how you feel confident about yourself, but to go up against somebody that, because I know, I'm 43, so I was young and just I was watching them and I was like, oh my God, like Meth. So if I was to battle Meth, it would be like, what the fuck am I doing right now?
Yo, word. It's the fact that he had enough respect for me to do it.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I did talk him into it though. I did talk him into it.
You got a good talk game. I believe that you got a good talk game.
So do you see yourself in like any future? Because it seems like you love to create a lot of content.
Right.
And you like to do a lot of content creating and directing, and you're artists, right?
Right.
Do you see yourself in the near future, like taking yourself to a different level with movie, like television writing or directing?
Yeah, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I've done all of that. I've scored movies. I've directed like shorts. I'm into all of that. And I'm gonna take what I'm doing now and use that to fund everything else. So stay tuned for it. It's gonna happen.
Right. Stay tuned, guys.
Okay.
All
right.
Respect life was my shit. Out the Boom, man.
Shout out to Boom, man. Yo, Boom, get well.
Yeah, word.
If you could change,
Zayax too, man. Shout out to Q Butter Zayax, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to Q Butter. That's the homie. I was on the phone with Q today. I was on the phone with Q today. He was, telling me like, yo, ignore the negativity, man. Just keep it pushing. And I was like, Q, you already know, man. Like,
no doubt.
Facts.
No doubt.
Word.
If you could change anything from your past, what would it be?
Nothing. Nothing.
Here we go.
To say you want to change something to your past would be saying that you're not happy with the outcome.
Right.
And I think in everybody's life, it's like a video game. You go through levels. If you got a problem that keeps happening in your life, then that's a level you haven't beaten yet. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to master your life and see everything, even the bad things that happen, as a lesson. What is it teaching you? If you can learn from it, then it's a win. Every L is really a W if you learn from it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I wouldn't change nothing, because looking back, everything that I did got me to this point, and I'm happy with the outcome.
All right. Good. All right. So now I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and I wanna talk about, because me and you come from similar backgrounds. It's just you was from Brooklyn. I'm from Queens. I mean, I was actually born in jail in Jersey. My mom's passed away. She died when I was 3, and I have no pops. So I was in the streets.
Condolences.
Yeah.
My condolences.
Thank you.
Wow.
I was in the streets, and I just, you know how it goes.
That's a lot to overcome, bro.
It is.
That's a lot to overcome. I got to clap for you.
Thank you.
I got to clap for you. Some people would use that as an excuse to not do nothing with their life. And to see what you're doing right now, bruh, you're a champion. You're a champion. You feel me? It's a beautiful thing, man.
Thank you.
Word.
And that's kind of what I wanted to get into, because, me knowing what I've been through and trying to make that change, and seeing what you've been through, and I've been around it, Smack DVDs, the same era, me and you, same era. You know what I'm saying? I was there for some of the battles and all that.
Right.
And to see you elevate the way you elevated, and see a lot of people that's listening, I'm not just talking about elevating with money. I'm not just talking about, fame, but I'm talking about that, but that's not all I'm talking about. I'm talking about your mind, your growth, and becoming a man. I've watched you go from, just like me, being a hothead, like you didn't care about nothing. What's up? Bing, boom. Like, you know what I mean? So
bing, boom, pow.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we get it too. Like, we've been in fights, and we get this, and then we get tortured by the like you said, the people on the internet talking, and the comments and all of that. So you had to overcome changing, right? Then dealing with the people in the comments, dealing with the business with the Smack DVD and all of that. And then when you changed and you elevated and you went to doing this podcast show that you got that is so, I love it, by the way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my
Thank you.
expert opinion.
Thank you.
You took off, and I don't think you took off just because, some people may say you took off just because you had this person on your show, this person, but before those big names came on your show, you was putting in work.
Right.
And that's the part that I want to get to everybody, and I want to let people know that how you overcame the stereotype, because people still stereotype you, and I know they still do it to me. People like, yo, but you was there, you talking about this on your podcast show, but you started like that, you was doing this, but if I'm not doing that now, what, you want me to stay there? Y'all want me to stay there? So
yeah,
please explain to the people right now your come up and when you made that change and what it's like trying to get through that.
Well, I say I always had this quality about myself when I was younger. If there was somebody on the block that I felt like part of me was scared of, I would fight him. Like, if I was scared of something, I would go head first.
Okay.
At it, whatever it was. Because I knew in that uncomfortable space, I was going to grow.
Okay.
There was something I was going to get out of that. A lot of the things that we be scared of at first, and then you do it, and it's like, man, that shit wasn't nothing. Like, all this whole time, like, you realize after a while, it's just your mind defeating you. It's just voices in your head that's telling you, yo, that ain't going to do it. You ain't going to make it. You ain't going to this. You ain't going to that. But in reality, if you feel, strong enough to move in a certain direction, just keep going. Just keep going. Quitters never win. And
thank you, bro.
And that's because you're going to take the L's, but you just got to keep pushing. Now, for me, what I did is I had to restock my brain with positive thoughts, because I heard so much negative throughout the years. People not believing in you, people telling you ain't gonna make it, people telling you, oh, you this, you that, and other people on the internet trying to tell you who you are, and they're a million miles away trying to guess who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had to wake up every morning and just listen to positive shit. Wow. Throughout the day, listen to positive shit. Anytime I felt like something was going wrong, I had to realize, like, okay, if I'm getting emotional about this, I'm out of bounds. I need to move back into the space where I could think clearly. And some people don't govern themselves like that. They feel like these emotions are justified, but really, it's not. If you're angry about something or whatever, unless it has something to do with your family or some sort of injustice to somebody that you love or yourself, like, there's no reason for you to hold any type of animosity or make an emotional decision. Because anytime I thought about something, especially in the years that I was active in the streets and I was doing crimes, if I thought about it, I could figure out a way around everything. Mm-hmm. But the only times I ever got in trouble was when I let my emotions steer me.
Right.
So I had to really readjust and become a Sigma male. A Sigma male meaning I'm in full control of my emotions. I'm in full control of my thoughts. You know what I mean? And someone could say something and I could laugh it off because I know better. You dig what I mean? So it took a while for me to restock my mental with positive shit. I mean, I was listening to Bob Proctor. I was listening to E.T., Eric Thomas. Shout out to him. I was listening to Tony Robbins. I was listening to Earl Nightingale. I was listening to Les Brown. I was listening to T.D. Jakes. Like, even T.D., even though, like, the religious stuff I'm not really into, but when he's talking, he be talking. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And all of that, like, refilling my head with these positive thoughts gave me a confidence in anything that I wanted to do moving forward, because I was no longer hearing the echoes of all the negative shit no more. You know what I mean? Wow. Your subconscious is constantly recording. When people are saying negative shit, you read the negative comments and all that. After a while, it's like the more stock that you got of negative, the more you're going to see negative. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So if you got a stock of positive, and you're going to see a way to win. You're going to see a way to get to the things that you want. And even if you don't see a clear path, if you keep moving in that direction, it's going to come to you. You know what I mean? Because we're like magnets. We're children of the earth. So, like, the same way the earth has gravity, we got the power of manifestation. We are able to call things throughout time to us.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you don't stay in that mentality, if you don't stay in that a positive space, you're not gonna get there. I don't care who you are. You might experience some level of success, but you're gonna lose it.
Right.
We got
You know
claps.
what I mean? Salute.
That right there touched me, and it you know it also made me think, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Maybe about a month ago, I felt like giving up. I really felt like giving up doing this positive beats negative thing. I felt like giving up in life. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I wanted to kill myself, but just giving up and just being whatever I was doing. Go get me a 9 to 5 and just chill, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the reason why I say that is because of what's going on with the culture, with the internet and things like that. And I know that. But you told me something the other day. We spoke personally, and I was like, positivity doesn't get rewarded. And you said it does. But I want you to explain what you said after that, what you said, because when I felt like I wanted to give up, every time I felt like I wanted to give up, things were coming to me slowly but shortly. But then it won't get to where I wanted to go. So I'm like, see, here you go. Just like when I was doing Smack DVD with Shay Davis, and we didn't really get nowhere with it. Really in my mind, I had to put that we did get somewhere, because I got famous off of that. People know who I am off of that. So I can't say I didn't get nowhere. But explain to that part that what makes you say that yes, positivity does get rewarded.
You got to focus more on what's the good. What's the good that you're seeing? There might be people around you like, you ain't really making no bread off of this and that. Not yet.
Right.
Not yet. But for every little thing that you see, you got to celebrate that. You got to celebrate that. There's people out here that don't celebrate their birthdays. That's terrible. That's the day you was brought into this world. Why wouldn't that be a joyous occasion? Why wouldn't you feel like that's something that needs to be celebrated? You know what I mean? That's a reflection of how you feel about yourself. So with every comment, keep going, you got to read that 10 times. Mm-hmm. Read it 10 times. For everybody to say, I love what you're doing out there, you got to hear that 10 times.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to make it echo throughout your mind so you can feel like, all right, cool, I am getting somewhere. I might not be going as fast as people, or negative people that's not really doing shit with their life think I should be. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, if the people around you aren't seeing the win, you ain't gonna see it neither.
Right.
You feel me? So you gotta look around you and be like, who's really supporting what I'm doing? Who's really start picking your friends. Some people don't pick their friends; they let their friends pick them. And then you look at it and you be like, I've known this person for like 20 years, but why? Why do I know this person? What benefit do they bring to my life? And it's not to say that you could only have people around that you could use, but only have people around that's gonna give you good energy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And stay away from everybody else. I don't care if you knew the nigga 50 years.
That's right.
You can know a loser for 50 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? Anybody that's giving you encouragement and support, you keep those people around, because it's like fuel. And you need that fuel to keep pushing. So every time you see something, every time somebody say, okay, oh shit, you got Math Hoffa on your show, hear that shit 50 times. I got Math Hoffa on my show. There's a 1,000 other podcasts that don't. You know what I mean?
Talk about it.
But you got that. I got that opportunity. You feel me? You got to start. You got to start celebrating all the small wins, and eventually they turn into big victories.
That's right.
That's why we put you in that frame.
That's a fact. Yeah.
And that's why I wore this shirt.
That's a fact.
There it is.
That's a fact.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
You see who's behind me on the wall, right?
I can't really. It's small, but who that?
It's Kobe.
Oh,
shit. That's Kobe.
Shout out to Kobe.
Shout out.
Now, keep in mind, Kobe was going through the worst time of his life.
Yes.
And getting on the court and dropping 40 on niggas.
That's a fact.
Something that would have defeated niggas. Like, no shot to Ben Simmons, but mentally, you could tell, like, Ben, you need to get a little bit more mentally tough. Kobe was going through rape charges, people saying the worst shit about him and all that, and lacing up, getting on that court and busting niggas' ass. You feel me? That Mamba mentality, that's something everybody needs to have.
That's right.
No
And
doubt.
we can't say if Kobe didn't have a mental health issue. He could have, but he overcame it. So
right.
Right,
excuses is failure, and failure is not an option. So yes, sir.
right,
So,
right.
so,
See,
I wanted to say what I think, what I see from coming from a female's perspective. I really do feel that you're walking in your masculine energy. You're a divine masculine, and I wanted to say what I think it is. With a lot of people that came up with you, I think what it is that originally in the beginning they had more than you, but they did less than you.
right,
And you're mad at that because they could have had more than what you had originally, but decided to do less. And now is your time, and you're manifesting your dreams and so on and so forth.
right.
They're having a hard time with it because they want to see you where you were at one point. So what I want to know from you is, as a father, as a family man, how do you tune that out? And how do you give your ways? How do you give your ways and your offspring the attention and the nurturing and the guidance and the support and the strength that they need for you guys to continue to be a family and get where y'all need to go and get to y'all goals? Because we have our career goals, but then we have our personal family goals. So how do you
Right.
handle that?
Well, I say for the kids, I show them stuff. I show them stuff that I did. I tell them stories. I tell them I've never hidden things from my kids. You know what I mean? My sons probably know every crime that I've ever committed. You know what I mean? Like they know everything because I feel like the information that I give them, they could take, and you don't got to make the same mistakes. They say learn from other people's mistakes because you don't live long enough to make them all yourself.
No question.
So I share my information with my kids. See, my baby mother used to tell me stuff like, don't say that to them, but I'm like, yo, you gotta know. She gotta know. You know what I mean? So for them, it's nurturing that, and then being my greatest self is gonna show them, okay, dad get up in the morning and he listen to all this good stuff. He don't touch his phone for the first half an hour. He don't do this, and he has this. So, okay, all right. So if I apply myself this way, then I'm gonna be like this. And it shows. Like my son, my oldest son made the newspapers from young. You know what I mean? He took for his science project, he made a device that can charge a phone with fire and ice.
What?
Yo.
He used a Peltier cooler, and he rigged two pots where he put the fire at the bottom, he put the ice at the top, and in the middle, the condensation and I can't explain the shit, but he know the shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
And he made this shit where you could charge your phone. So if there was ever a blackout, all you would need is like a candle and some ice or whatever to charge
big,
your
bro.
phone. You know what I mean?
Big.
That's
My other son, he organized he took, he was the head of his grade. So he organized the whole a tribute to the veterans in his state. He's in Virginia. Shout out to Zay. Shout out to Kai.
Shit alive, y'all.
Yeah, and he was on Channel 5 before I was. You know what I mean?
About it.
And this is at like 9, 10 years old.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So I feel like them seeing me and the things that I did made them feel like, oh, I could do stuff like that.
Right.
Oh, I could be great like that. You know what I mean? So I don't hide stuff. I show them. You know, my daughter, she's 7 years old and she be watching my podcast.
Right.
You know what I mean? She got a green screen up right now in her living room, getting ready to do her own YouTube videos. Like, you know, it's that influence and encouraging them and telling them like, yo, you could be great. You could be great. All it takes is for you to focus. That's it.
Wow.
Right. Better,
you know what I mean?
So I'm break down.
Really interesting and informative, and I want that. I want that science project because I have an 11-year-old, and she loves science. She goes to science medicine school, so that would be pretty interesting to have it. You know,
yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I always thought he should have just made a whole bunch of those.
Right.
Yo, it's crazy.
Might have to revisit that.
Let's revisit that.
Right. I got 5 boys, man. I got 5 boys. So, you know, with you saying that, and my oldest is 21, and sometimes I be feeling like I would feel guilty if you know how some people say, "Oh, your kid, you gotta let them learn through their own experience," right? But why do that when I could do what you just said? This is what I like. I do what you said. My kids know what I've been through, and the
Right.
reason why I tell them is because I don't want them to go through what I went through. So I let them know that, yeah, daddy did this, but I had to do 6 years in prison. I had to fight. As soon as I got in there, I had to do this, I had to do that. So I want them
Right.
to know so that at least, okay, if something does happen and I didn't tell them that, now I'm gonna have a guilty conscience, like, damn, I should have told him instead of listening to everybody else say he need to learn through his own experience. So, you know, I was
Right.
going through that for a minute too, you know, and I got 5 boys, no girls, all boys, man. And that,
Wow.
that's they sneakers cost, once they get a certain age, they sneakers cost the same amount
Oh
of mine.
yeah. Yeah, facts.
Hold up.
Facts.
Hold up
Facts.
now.
I got 2 boys and 3 girls.
Oh, okay. See, I never had.
So
Wow.
so we locked up at 5. Nigga. We
Okay.
do the whole full
How do you
court
unplug?
game if you want.
How do you unplug? Because I heard that you like 5-star resorts, and so do I.
Yes.
I think
Oh,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
reach
Math
to
be
a
going
certain
in.
level and you touching a certain type of money and you want to keep your overall success and you want to have that fire and that energy and that zen, you need to switch environments. So what is
Right.
it? Some places that you've been to, or like how do you unplug from all the negativity? How do you shut down the media outlets? And like as I was piggybacking off of what I was saying, like give yourself to just your besides influencing your children and so on and so forth. What do you like to do, whether it be with the family or for yourself? Like, tell us some places that you've been to.
Well, I've been to Sweden. I've been to London a couple of times.
Oh,
I've been all over the United States. Canada, Vancouver, Montreal, West Indies. I think you just gotta celebrate yourself, man.
Right.
You gotta celebrate yourself. If I did something good, like let's go celebrate. With the team this year, we had a private dinner at the Edge. I don't know if y'all familiar with the Edge.
Yes, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, they got private rooms where you can see the whole city.
Yes.
It's like you're on top of the world.
Right.
And I wanted to give that feeling to them, like, yo, we're gonna have dinner over here. You know what I mean? Or yo, we're gonna go to the fight. We're gonna go to the Javante Davis fight. Or we're gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta celebrate yourself because those moments, it's gonna one, encourage you to do that more often. So you know, all right, cool, we enjoying ourselves. When I get back, I gotta go hard because I want to go to this next.
So keep it.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. It's setting goals and don't be afraid to celebrate it. Don't be afraid to sell. Pop a bottle. You get it. 100,000 views on a video. Pop a fucking bottle.
Right.
You know what I mean? You accomplish something that 99% of the people on YouTube can't do.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
You just gotta see your wins, even if they're small. You gotta see them, and the more you see them, the more you look for those. Like one of the prayers that I say in the morning is, keep opening my eyes to your blessings. Because some people be so caught up on the negative shit going on in their life that they'll step over $100 in the street.
And I see it.
You know what I mean? And not see it. Or somebody will be doing something nice for them and they'll think, oh, there's something with this. You know what I mean?
Right.
I believe God is in all of us. Like there's a God quality to all of us that gets activated. Because every time I prayed for something, it didn't come out the sky. It came through another human being.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's
so I look for those things. I try to see the positive in every situation. Even when things is going bad, I'm like, well, okay, if we got caught in the rain, well, at least we ain't gotta take a shower right now. You know what I mean? Like
right. Exactly.
You gotta just keep seeing the positive. Keep seeing the positive.
No doubt.
And
that's
eventually, if
I got overcharged for something, oh, you know what? That was a tip.
Right.
I have to talk to myself like that in order for me not to kind of like get drowned in.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You know what I talk about? That was the
right.
That's a fact.
Right, because you know what they say. God don't give you nothing you can't handle. So if you're meant to handle all this shit, then handle it.
That's right.
That's right.
Yo, Mo.
What's the deal?
You ready, Mo?
I've been ready.
You been ready? I know we had you waiting for a while. My fault. Don't beat me up. Don't beat me up, please. Please. I don't want no drama. Now, listen, right? Math, man. You ready?
Yeah.
Come on, knowledge, man. Drop it on them.
Yo, listen, man. You know, we always do this segment every time we do PBN. Is a segment that we do, you know, and we want to play this game with yourself to see how sharp and how on point you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Basically, is the remembering game. You know, and the game that we're gonna play. You know, I'm not a rapper, never been. I ain't gonna claim I am, but I'm gonna do my best. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, these raps that I'm about to spit is one of the finest raps that I heard from you over the years.
Share the live, y'all. Share the
I
live.
just wanted to, when I say these raps, you
Epic.
gotta let me know, you know what I'm saying, the year and where you was at and what was the name of it.
Oh shit. Oh man, how
And
to go?
now,
Ah, let's go. Let's go.
shit.
Damn.
go.
Damn, son.
So, you know, I hope God, you know what I'm saying, activate that in me right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to mess up. Because you was, you know what I'm saying? So,
You got this,
Right.
Mo. You got this.
yeah.
Even if you do mess up, get right back up.
All right, bro. All right. Yo, I was supposed to battle T-Rex, but he was scared.
Scared.
Since he ain't here,
Yeah.
the crowd go wild. Hey,
Right.
yo,
Right. Right.
like a sucker, a stupid motherfucker, right?
Wanna go right.
He the type to wonder why his son and his best
And
friend.
his best friend look so much alike.
I never
I never been a pussy nigga. Tell
Here
me
we
what
go,
it's
let's go.
like.
like
Playing like you hard.
They're running
Like
like
for your fucking life.
Life.
then when this little nigga see the iron, you're going to see him flying
Laying down the block like dead when he see a lion. You
Lying.
think he a gangster? I got some fucking news. The only thing he squeezes his feet in his little brother's shoes. Yeah.
Wow.
That was 2006 at the PAL in Harlem.
2006 PL in Harlem.
2006 PAL in Harlem.
So that's
He
basically
Winner.
Yeah.
Right.
that's
Go.
Warner side, 118th,
Right.
19 Warner
Right.
side. You had the boxing. I used to box in that PL back in the days. Shout out
Apparently
to
I did too.
Brock. Yeah, that was my friend Brock. You know.
Yeah. Apparently I used to box in there too.
Oh wow.
Well, obviously, they're off of boxes.
Bro,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because when you was there, 2006, what, you remember the month?
It was, I think that was around October.
I know it was cold because y'all niggas, dudes definitely had the big winter coats on. I know that.
Yeah, I was definitely
facts.
in the streets.
Because coats was flying on the floor. I seen
everything.
Boots. I seen that was the. I ain't gonna lie. That was. I'm gonna keep it real, like you said, man. You know, your past you don't regret because it made you who you are now. And I was that was one battle that I wasn't there, and I think I wanted to go to that one, but I forgot why I didn't go. And then when we watched it on YouTube or whatever, niggas was like, see, you probably would have been in the middle of that Q Life because you know I was wilding in. But it was just, I just want to ask you this.
Right.
His hat really touched your fucking nose, didn't it? Like
it gave me the Pippin. It gave me the Pippin real quick. I was like, oh, Pippin, nah, son, we're not doing that.
Oh man. So
you know, and it's funny because some of the things that I said to him was like prophetic.
Right.
Like I never been a pussy nigga. Tell me what it's like you hard than running for your fucking life. And 2 minutes later, that's exactly what was going on.
Yes, yo, it was crazy.
You know what I mean?
Now, when that happened, for any matter of fact, this is your
It's crazy. 2006. You know, I was in the streets at that time, but you know, that same. No matter of fact, I was not in the streets. I just got out the hospital because I got shot that year. You know what I'm saying? I shot March 28th, and I was in the hospital. I had to learn how to walk again. So I was in physical therapy and all that and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I only been home for a year, and I did time up north. You know what I'm saying? So if I would never got shot that March, I know for a fact
you would have been up in there.
Because you know I grew up in the Bronx, but I got a lot of money in Harlem and Forster. So
Yeah.
rest in peace to my, my big brother, you know what I'm saying, Fat Boy Q Quan, but he was the president of Dot Mob. So I was
Right.
always around Buddha Blessing, Mook,
Yeah.
all T-Rex.
Yeah.
T-Rex battle right in front of my house on Mapes Avenue with my old girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it came to one of our parties. So I know if I never got shot, I would definitely been there at that PAL fighting right with you, right behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that shit was crazy. It
Yeah,
shit was crazy.
yeah.
I got a funny story about that shit.
Tell
So
us.
when I went up there, I told mad of my niggas to come through. And some of them didn't know each other. You know what I mean? But when I walked in, we was super deep, right? So at the end of the whole shit, it's fitted hats all over the floor. I'm like, yo, we out. I seen one of my mans, and he was like, my other man was helping him up. I'm like, yo, what happened? He was like, yo, I think my shoulder dislocated, son. I gotta go to the hospital. I was like, all right, cool. Jumped in the whip. We drove to Mount Sinai. We sitting in emergency. I'm like, yo, son, how this happened to you, son? He was like, yo, man, I ain't gonna lie, son. One of them niggas was mad strong. He slammed me, son. And I was like, word, damn, that's crazy. So I get a call from my brother H. You see H every now and then on the show when Smith and Wesson got into it, he stepped in the middle. That's been my brother forever. When I battled A-Verb, I talked about the nigga that snitched on him and all that shit. Like, I made the hood hot with that shit. There's a whole bunch of shit. So this nigga called me. He like, yo, where you at? I'm like, yo, I'm at Mount Sinai when my mans from the Heights got hurt. He was like, oh, all right, he good though? I was like, yeah, he good. He gonna be all right. He was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, son. I slammed the shit out of one of them niggas. I was like, what? I was like, hold on. Wow. I was like, yo, hold on. What he was wearing, son? What he was wearing? He was like, yeah, he had the gray North Face. I looked up, I'm like, oh, this nigga. I was like, yo, son, I got to step out real quick. Yo, I got outside. I was like, yo, you slammed the wrong nigga. I'm in the hospital because of you, nigga.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
That's funny.
That's funny.
It was crazy. I know.
That's friendly
that
fire.
Shit.
That's what you call friendly fire.
Right.
Friendly fire, back. Friendly fire.
Shout out. You know what I just realized? We was talking about Project Heat earlier, and we got Pop in the building right now, man. Pop Project Heat is in the building. Shout out to Pop Project Heat.
Yo, Pop. Salute, Pop.
Salute, Project Heat.
Salute.
I got two of them. I ain't done.
Get it. Do your thing. I just wanted to shout out the panel.
All right, cool.
Shout out to salute to everybody that's watching right now. Y'all know what it is. Y'all tuned in to PBN Network, Positive Beats Negative. We here with the legendary Matt Hoffa.
And I want to say, even though we laughing about the situation, shout out to Dose, man. I hope everything's going well for him.
That's
what I'm saying.
That's what's up. That's what's up, bro.
And for the record, that video was like 1.3 million views watched.
Oh, it was more than that before Smack took it down. Oh, okay. It was like 5 mil. It was like 5 mil before Smack took it down and re-uploaded it on the URL joint.
Okay, cool.
Shout out to my brother Smack, man.
All right, shout out to Smack.
Go check out that rematch too. No, Matt vs. Dose 2.
What? Wait. Am I bugging?
Yeah, we did a rematch.
Mo, you knew about that?
Nah, it's something new. This is new.
Matt, y'all did a
we did a rematch, and I remixed that whole first round. So you think he a gangster and all that shit? I remixed the whole shit. This is
epic. This is epic, man.
Yeah. Go check that out.
Wow. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna definitely do that tonight, man.
Word.
Go ahead, Mo.
All right. The man who put the smack in Smack. Okay, world star hip hop. You in the top box. Big number in that square.
Hopscotch.
I don't battle young hot. That ain't shot hot. But the world know you did that.
You did that for the guap.
I'm trying to get.
I tried to get up in that battle. The Smack phony. He said I think them stacks phony. Smack know me. I would have smacked homie. Fuck yeah.
I'm in
the getting there. When I make my bitches squirt.
Connect on my resume, so I'm
getting work. I know you dudes was never paid, so you live in hurt.
Wow.
Chest
my nigga.
I be strategizing. My bars for my life. You be
You
fantasizing.
fantasizing.
Okay.
All along,
Nolan was
battle. I had shit to
the
map.
shit.
I
I had
had
this shit mapped out since Dose Battle.
Damn. Shout out to
Ding,
Lil Wayne.
ding,
Lil
ding,
Wayne in the building.
ding. Winner,
Ask
winner,
him
winner,
where's
winner.
Ask him where's chain at. I bet he's so baffled. Bronx niggas scored off them triple letters. No Scrabble.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
How the
go
rest of that
ahead.
shit
Let's
go?
go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Ding, ding,
Wait,
ding,
so
ding, ding.
what year you did that and what song that was? And shout out to Hands and shout out to D Chambers, shout out to Cortez that was in that video, man. Those are my guys too.
That was 2010. 2010, I believe that we did that.
And what was the name of the
2010.
song? What was that name of that song?
That was NY Beat It to Death.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
NY Beat It to Death. Yeah,
Sir.
yeah.
Yes,
That video led
Mix, what up?
to some shit, but you know, it's part of the journey. Part of the journey.
Right. So what does the NYB stand for?
Back then, New York Bullies.
Okay.
It was New York Bullies.
Okay.
You know, we was on our bully because I felt like, you know, when I got into battle rap, I knew the background that I was coming from, and I believed a lot of the guys that was in it, and there's still a couple guys I knew was official. You know, they got a history and all that.
Yeah.
But a lot of them was capping.
Okay.
A lot of them was capping, and the only people that I liked around me was people that kept it official.
Right.
So I knew how strong the team was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, NYB.
Right.
We switched it. The corporate name was Now You Believe, but it was New York Bullies. Word.
And that was that all competition must die ACMD2. What's the ACMD stand for?
ACMD, all competition must die. Word. Okay. And then Fab came out with the there is no competition. I felt for years he was kind of sneak. I felt like he's kind of sneak get at me. I was like, oh, this nigga, I don't know, son. This nigga might be getting at me, son. But nah, shout out to Fab.
That's
word.
All right, so let's get into this right now. Let's move forward. Let's move on. Right?
I got one more.
Oh, you still got one more?
You got one more.
My bad.
I like this game. I like this game.
My bad.
I like this game. I got one more bell or one more buzz after me.
All right, that's what's up. Let's do it.
I like this game.
I got the best one. This is the best one, man. For all the problems, man. Yeah.
Let's go.
Understand? Like these verses right here. This is what's. I mean, Mad Five, you got a lot of great verses, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Of course, we human beings, we can't. Bro, I was trying to record it from my phone, from the TV, and of course, the words don't come up. So I had to really listen to you and keep rewinding just to get the words down the exact same way how you said it. So you know, so I know how the preparation and when you are actually doing it before you even, you know what I'm saying, do the videos and all that. It takes a lot of mental muscle, man.
Oh yeah.
So I can you with that, man.
Word.
This is the third one.
Yeah.
The third one right here. When the hate don't work, they start
telling lies. Still a revolution will be televised.
Storm coming.
Can't adjust the skies.
We're going to praise the truth. And justice
lies. You reside on injustice eyes. You on the fuck shit?
You on your fuck
or
shit?
Justice
side. How about we just
decide? No love over there. Justice side.
And we justified. We wanted justice.
It was justified.
Okay. Oh man, yo Mo, what's up with you, Mo?
Yo,
see that's why
the hardest bars that any man can say. Bro.
Salute.
But let the people know where that came from.
Math Hoffa versus Method Man.
Wow, that's the one you used on Method Man?
Yes.
You went crazy.
I set it off with that. When the hate don't work, they start telling lies. Still a revolution will be televised. Storms coming, can't adjust the skies. When we go and praise the truth and justice lies, What side do you reside on and just decide? You on the fuck shit or just decide? How about we just decide? Because there's no love over there. Just decide. And we justify. Because every time we wanted justice, it was justified. Now we man back. Yo,
Damn, that's crazy.
I was
love
blacking
that.
on that.
Yo, man,
I was blacking on that.
that verse, those bars right there, that verse, you went through this week, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? This week, bro, you went through that, bro. It's been 2 weeks that, when ones try to put your name into some shit and you doing your journalist, you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
over there or you gonna be over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody on this panel is over here, B. We over here.
Yeah, right.
You understand?
Fact.
Just know that.
Right.
Man. But
Right.
Yeah, that's
No
a fact.
love over there. Just
ain't no love
decide.
over there.
That's a
Right.
fact.
Word.
Now,
saying?
But yeah,
being that you said that, Mo,
Yeah.
I gotta ask him this, and my take on this, especially now that I'm a change man and I'm doing the podcast thing. And Mo, this was like maybe last month. I think Mo and Shy Rosé was like, "Yo, Q, you're a journalist now. You're this. You know what I'm saying? And you're not a street dude." So I had to remember that. So when that situation occurred that Mo's talking about, you don't have to get into detail with everything because this is not about.
Oh no, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
But because I don't like I want to be different from every podcaster. That's why all this whole time we just been talking about. I like the other shit. But being that Mo said that, right? When that situation happened, I was like, yo, I'm a podcaster. I'm a journalist. If Math Hoffa should be able to interview whoever he wants to interview, because that's what we do. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter if it was so if Jeffrey Dahmer gave you the opportunity to do it and you did it, what people are gonna be mad because you're just interviewing him. You're not saying you agree with him. You're not saying that whatever it is. But at the end of the day, when you make these decisions, when you do that, and when people stereotype you like that. What was in your brain? What were you thinking when it was like, wow? I know you was like, wow, like really? Everybody's coming at me because of this, Like, what was your thought? Wow, man.
I was laughing because Nori was on the line like, "Welcome to podcasting, nigga."
Yo, shout out to Nori. Drink
Shout out
cheers.
to
Shout out to
Nori.
Nori.
Shout out to Nori. No, we got this thing when when Nori's going through it, I call him. When I'm going through it, I know he gonna call me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be like, "Yo, nigga, you gotta watch out for this shit, man. It should be crazy." Let me tell you what happened to me. And when he was going through the Kanye shit, I was on the phone with him for like a good 2 hours talking about this shit. So I feel like I'm blessed because I got people who paved the way and they respect me enough to reach back and be like, "Yo, watch out for this. Watch out for the yo, keep your head. Don't get fooled by this. Don't let them trick you. They try and trick you out your spot, man. If I peeped it, I've been there." You know what I mean? So I got that encouragement. So when I digested the whole situation, I was like, "Yo, what is this dude really upset about?" Because I know it don't make no sense that somebody would just turn on you for one interview. And if you watch the interview, you would see that ain't nothing crazy in there. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like a nigga's not a nigga's not blatantly like, you know who's involved, and a lot of the information that he gave was shit that we already knew.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
public information.
Right. Okay. See, that's
so
the part.
I went to reach out through the DMs and I saw the messages. And I was like, "Oh, this is what he's mad at." He's been reaching out for a while. And my publicist.
Oh, so he was, I don't mean to cut you off. So he was reaching out for a little while and you just didn't see it. Okay.
Right. Because bro, like Chant, what time you got to my crib?
Today?
Yeah. What time did I get off the phone? But what time did I get off?
Right before you started.
Bruh, so he's been at my crib since like a little bit after 5.
Mm-hmm.
Up until doing this interview, I was on the phone.
Wow.
And that's like every day. It's just, okay, I gotta call this person. I gotta call this person. All right, cool. Tap in.
Didn't I just say that? It's getting busy like that for me?
Yeah, bruh. So So my publicist takes care of my DMs. I don't even look at them no more.
Yeah,
If I
'cause you
look
ain't
at
even
them, I
look at
get
mine. You didn't see mine. I was mad. I said, I'm hitting this guy up. I see Shay Davis. Look, I see Shay Davis on the podcast. I said, I want to tell my side of the story, and I was hitting you. I ain't get no response, man.
Nah, that's my
I get it. I
bad.
get
That's
it.
my bad.
No, but I thought about that, and I know that being around artists when I was on Smack DVD, I realized that I had to realize like some of these artists once they get a bit certain, they don't have time for that shit, man. It's too much because it's almost too
Well,
much for
it's
me.
way too much.
I'm not even that big, and it's already getting to be too much for me. So
Right, bro. You'll look at it and you'll get a headache and be like, God damn.
Right.
I gotta answer all this, and I gotta make these calls, and I gotta schedule these meetings, and I gotta get this shit done, and I gotta deal with the kids, and I gotta like it's too much.
Don't understand that, right?
So you start designating jobs to people, and Chastity, she handles the DMs. I guess that slipped through the
Shout out
cracks.
to Chastity.
Yeah, shout out to
Right,
Chastity.
shout out to Chas.
That's the one that we emailed.
She works hard.
The email, yeah. Okay.
Right. She works hard. She works very hard.
She does.
So I was like, oh, this is what he's mad at. Damn, why he didn't just hit my line? All right, cool.
But this is the same. This is what I don't understand. I remember hearing something like this. This is the same person that was saying, download the Citizens app and stop Asian hate and protect our Asian people.
Asians, you know what I mean?
Report crimes.
You see something, say something.
You see something, say
wait.
It's okay when you do it. It's okay when you do
right.
it. But when we do it, it's snitching.
That's why I put up that clip. That's why I put up that clip to remind them, like, yo, this is what you feel about your people. And on top of that, like in that clip, the clip that I put up from his episode, he was like, I was like, yo, we all should come together. He was like, no, I gotta take care of my people first.
Oh, really?
And I said, all right, cool. I respect that.
Y'all heard that, right?
Right.
For the people
it's getting hot in here. It's getting real hot.
Right.
It's getting hot, man.
Now, Troy being from my hood, we had countless conversations, not me and him, but people from the hood about Troy, and I've always encouraged.
I fucks with Troy Ave. I don't care what you say.
I've always encouraged niggas like, yo, like niggas at one point niggas wanted to put out a DVD called The Real Troy Ave. You know what I mean? In a way, kind of dissing them, and I had to talk him out of it. Like, yo, don't do that. You see this nigga having success, and he from around here. Yo, get behind him, support that nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
dogs have it the hardest.
Right? Why you want to yank this nigga down? Like, it don't make no sense. Right. So, when I decided to do the Troy joint, I know it was gonna be controversial. But as a journalist now, I have a responsibility to everybody who walks through that shop that they get to tell their story. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not reckless with it. I'm not inviting people that I know is blatantly making up stories. Right. Sometimes somebody will come up there and say something, and then mad people will be like, yo, that's not true. That's not true. I'm like, all right, cool. If you feel that way, then, you don't have to come to my platform. You can go to another platform and respond to that and try to set the story right, whatever it is. Okay. But we all here because we want to know the story. True. And the more stories that you hear from successful people, you're able to pinpoint certain things that they did, certain habits that they had, or certain steps that they took that you could take, and you could apply that to how you're moving forward. Right. So that's always the goal. Even when they're going through their turmoil or whatever, like explain this shit. So the next, okay, if this is what you went through in your group, explain that shit. So the next super group that's coming up could see this and be like, all right, we got to make sure we don't do that. You know what I mean?
It's nostalgic too, because back then we didn't have social media.
Right, exactly.
We had to rely on the DVDs and Don Diva magazines and Benzino's. I forgot the name. The Source magazines and things like that. So bringing it to this culture, because a lot of our children, they want to know today. They want to know about our culture and the things that went on back then.
Right. And when they're not here no more, you want to be able to go back and watch the episode and be like, wow. Right. You know what I mean? This was his life. This is what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know, I knew there was going to be some controversy to it, especially after going through the J Hood shit. I knew this shit was going through something. So,
Right.
it's still a responsibility for me to tell a story. There's been artists that got mad at me, people I was cool with before for years, people that's on camera like Math Hoffa, that's my nigga, got mad at me for like maybe an artist that was signed to him came on the platform and told their story. You know what I mean? And they'd be like, "Yo, Math, we cool. Why you put that?" I'm like, "Yo, bro, if you said something wrong, you could come on and you could dispute it and set it right, or you know, you could go tell your story wherever it is. But if it's bothering you, don't act like you above it."
And I like the fact your neutrality on the show. I like how neutral you stay. And what you do is you paraphrase a lot, because I've watched, you know, your episodes, you paraphrase and you ask them, wait a minute. You take a step back, you be like, with your face like, you sure that happened?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Because sometimes I'm like,
listen.
sometimes I'll be like, you sure, man? Like, even with the J Hood shit. I was like, bro, you sure you ain't just get big headed and started fucking shit up? You know what I mean?
Right.
And he was, you know, like, nah, but even so, like, I'm speaking from the young me. This is the things that went on with the young me or whatever. You know what I mean? So, you know, they get to tell their story. And that's what people want to hear. They want to hear people tell their story. So now if somebody has a problem with that, or, you know, in the case of Raymond, aka China Mac, he felt it necessary to publicly protest. And I was like,
that was out of line.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I deserved for you to do that off of one interview, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, was you really fucking with me if one interview made you feel like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mo,
so
when
I put it,
keep putting your hand up, Mo.
But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth though.
Yeah.
When I put up that post, I was in Miami, and I said, you know what? It's China Mac Day. I'm gonna give this nigga some shit. Now God is so on no math. Don't do that.
Right.
That day my phone got stolen.
What?
Damn.
Wow.
That same day that I put up that post, my phone got stolen. And I was like, and I said it to Jen. I was like, it's because I did that post. God was like, nigga, what you doing?
Right.
You ain't supposed to be getting dirty out here.
Okay.
I don't put you on the path of light, nigga. Take your phone from you. And I had another phone. So it was like, I didn't, you know, I lost a lot of contacts because I can't remember my Apple ID. Apple, y'all need to do something about that shit, man. A nigga should be able to get back in the shit.
Rest in peace to Jeff, well, not Jeff Bezos, but the guy.
Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. Right. Right.
So
I was like, damn, I could. Okay, cool. But that shit went up. He kept making videos. I'm like, all right, let me just talk to this nigga, man. Because it ain't no real beef. And I could tell it ain't no real beef.
It's not.
You know, I don't care what people make it look like.
Publicity stunt.
Right. It's publicity. And
not for you. Not for you, though.
No. In a way,
you're doing just fine.
Once I saw the whole week, that was the conversation. And I saw people saying heated exchange with Math Hoffa. I was like, how's it heated? All I did was put up a post.
Right.
He's out here wilding.
Right. Hey, Matt, you hear me? I wanted to say something all that. You know, it's a small world, and you know, I know had Ice. You know, had Ice. Had Ice is a good friend of both of us.
Shout out to my boy Head Ice, man. Wolf.
Shout out to Ice.
And you know,
shout out to the Wolf.
Ice.
Yeah.
A couple times, and you was on tracks with Ice where you made songs with him and things of that nature. But going back to a video where I had Ice, you know what I'm saying? Real nigga shit.
Right.
Math Hoffa response. If you remember that video.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah.
Within that video. Now, I was invited for that video, but I was busy that day, and I was invited from my man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tadal and all that, but I couldn't make it. And, you know, that's in my hood where they did that video.
Ice got me on that one.
Huh?
Ice got me on that one.
Yeah. Now, mind
I give it to him.
Now, mind you,
right?
you know, the people that's in that video. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I see China Mac throw up, he do this.
Right.
Now, we already know that's Harlem Wolf. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
China Mac is not Wolf.
Right.
So when he did that, and he was the only one that did that in the video, you show that you got an identity crisis, or you trying to, you know what I'm saying, you know, let you down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, mind you, I fuck with China Mac. That's, you know what I'm saying? I was around him and all that. You know what I'm saying? I respect everything he do. You know what I'm saying? Back to when you did the interview on My Expert Opinion, and you see the brother that was with him. You know what I'm saying?
Tiger.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to Tiger.
He was in a video where you made us. You was there, Head Ice was there, and he was there. You feel what I'm saying? So when China Mac does these things, I'm trying to figure out, like, yo, bro, Math Hoffa is in that circle.
Right.
So when you know a man is in that circle, you got to keep your thoughts to yourself. Even if you say somebody asks you a question about Math Hoffa,
right,
you keep that thoughts to yourself and you call that man up, and then you express your feeling.
Right. You give that respect.
Exactly, because you know Head Ice, you know Tiger, and you know them too. We all in the same circle, bro.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I know why he did it. You know why he did it. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too, when it comes to that citizen act, you know, somebody said something to me, and I called him up, and I let my wife know, like, yo, babe, you had the citizen act for how long now? Like 3 years on your phone, right? Do I got the citizen app on my phone? She like, no. I said, yo, tell him why. Because it looks like it's something that's associated with what? Telling. You feel me?
Right.
Now I know it's not associated with telling, and I know that man did a lot of time in jail and things of that nature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not what Matt Fox was trying to say. It just we not download the app. And on top of that, China Mac, you don't got the app either on your phone.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. But at the end of the day, don't instigate the situation and have another man hate another man. Don't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was one of the 44th top rooftop people that got locked up with China Mac. You know what I'm saying?
You was there?
I was there. I'm in the video.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? He had nothing but movements in that video. You know what I'm saying? And we was there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I seen that.
And at the end of the day, we all got locked up, but we under the watch of China Mac.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, we in the precinct, all of us. And they took the 3 cameramen that had cameras inside a room and had everybody else inside the cells.
Right.
Because they wanted the footage from our camera.
Right.
So I told these 2 cameramen that he actually hired to do a video. They was the main cameraman. I said, yo, bro, when they ask you for that footage, you say you don't got it. You know what I'm saying? The guy on the right was like, but what about if they force? I'm like, listen, you don't got it, bro. You don't got it, bro. Now, mind you, they was Latino. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, you don't got it. Just deny you don't got it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's like, all right, okay, cool. So now when the dude come in and they actually said yo, do y'all got the footage? You know what I'm saying? This dude that was crying said, yeah, I got the footage, check my camera. I'm like, what the fuck this nigga? But I was quiet because I didn't want to say anything, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when they asked me, do you got any footage? I said, I don't got no footage. You know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when we in there for like a couple more hours. And then they found out whatever they got from whatever his shit. You know what I'm saying? That they said they got a report that somebody had you know what I'm saying?
Right. At the joint.
Yeah, you feel me?
Right.
And it was a prop joint. You feel me?
Right.
You know, and then they let me and them dudes go, but I never had to give them my footage. So I hit up China Mac later on, because China Mac and other dudes was looking at me like, you know how they look at them like, yo, like how these niggas leaving quick and all that, like, you feel me? And I'm like, nigga, I know they ain't give me that look, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I hit them and all that, and I told them the truth, like the niggas that you hired
gave up that footage. Right.
I want to
Nigga,
say
good
this
looking, bro.
from a female, not to cut you off, Mo, from a female's point of view. You know, I want to know if he is in a relationship, what kind of goofy shit she's allowing her man to do to jump out the window and crash.
Right.
Because let me tell you something, it could not be mine. As
Right.
a feminine, as a female, you got to check certain stuff and certain egos. You know what I mean? As a woman, as a female, you have to, when your man is ready to crash and be a crash dummy and jump out the window against another man that's successful, that's trying, that's grinding and so on and so forth, you got to check that ego, that envy, and that jealousy that you got going on. It
Right.
will not be tolerated.
Facts.
And
Right.
this, I'm telling you, as a black woman sitting here looking at you and all you men, it's not going to be tolerated. You women or any woman on his side, on China Mac's side, that's tolerating that goofy shit,
Right.
you're down bad.
Yeah.
It don't look good.
Right.
And I gotta say, he said in the video, he said in the back and forth we had,
Yeah.
that his editor took the clip and he clipped it out because it was a whole live and
Yeah, I
somebody
seen
brought
that.
me
I
up and
seen
he
that.
said what he said. And he said, you know, my editor said it was spicy, so he threw it up. See, that's where the problem is. Because for me, I don't have people come on the show and they be like, yeah, you know, they talking about another artist. And they'd be like, yeah, so, you know, my man's is actually about to slap him with the hammer. And I'd be like, gotta clip that. That's gonna
Right.
lead to something. That's gonna
Right.
lead to something. Cut that out. Cut that out. Don't even ask him. Just cut it
Positive
out.
beats negative.
Positive beats
Right.
negative.
You know what I mean? I don't wanna perpetuate an issue and be responsible for somebody
My-
getting hurt or whatever. You know what I mean?
My
For
thing
this
with that-
dude, mhm.
my thing,
let me finish this part. Let me finish this part. He knew what he was doing. He knew why he was doing it.
Mhm.
Now, the reason he was giving everybody else, he was trying to take a stand. He was acting like he was trying to take a stand or some moral thing or whatever. And this is an individual that still identifies himself as a jail person. Like, you've been out of jail for how long, bro? Like, and you still calling yourself a jail person?
Right.
Like, come on. You don't
There's
see
the
better
growth.
for yourself?
There's the growth.
Right. Where's the growth? Where's the growth? Now, you was just marching against injustice for your people, but now you saying, yo, we need to uphold this street code. Man, listen.
It's double
I got
standard.
two boys, and I would never encourage them to put themselves in a situation where they would have to tell on somebody. And if that's the way that you're living, then you got to stand on that.
Right.
But don't put yourself in that position
Right.
because that ain't a good position. You know what I mean? The rules are set against you. They're not set for you. The rules are set against you. You know what I mean? You look at the situation with Young Thug and all these dudes turning over on Thugger, and it's like, damn, where is the loyalty? If all you niggas would have shut the fuck up, then, you know what I mean? Probably a good bunch of y'all would have had to go down, but you wouldn't be doing the same numbers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they wouldn't have nobody to say, yeah, this really happened. You know what I mean?
No,
So the shit the shit he was trying to take a stand on, I don't know if y'all saw the last thing I posted. This nigga was talking about a whole open case and all that shit. So the shit that he's trying to propel on me, he's not even doing.
Oh yeah, I saw that clip. I saw that clip.
Right.
He was talking about the blue guy or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I saw that.
and all that shit. So I'm like, nah, this was a clout chase from
It
start to
definitely
finish.
was.
It was a clout chase.
Of course.
And again,
So,
Miss China Mac, I'm telling you, your man is
Mhm.
on some goofy shit and he's down bad, and it's not happening, and we're not buying it, and we're not
Right.
tolerating it over here.
right.
So
Now
as a woman, get that in check. Get that in check because it don't look good for you. As a woman, it don't look good for you.
Now China Mac has a reputation. So I'm not gonna hold it against them for life. But you know, you did kind of show me something about yourself. But I know that in the past, there's a lot of people that can give a lot of good stories about you.
Sure.
But niggas need to stop thinking that like this YouTube shit is where you just I gotta start drama. Because there's a section of YouTube that feels like if you're not involved in drama, or if you're not going against somebody else,
You
then
can't
you're
succeed.
not winning. You
Right.
can't succeed.
Right.
Listen, I for years stood on stage and told niggas the worst things about themselves and how I felt about them.
Right.
It didn't get me where I'm at now. You feel what I'm saying? It didn't get me where I was at. Once I started sitting across from people and being like, yo, I'm grateful for your contribution to hip hop. Yo, thank you for coming through. Yo, thank you for doing this. Yo, oh, I loved when you did that. Once I started showing love, my shit skyrocketed.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And I need all the dirty section niggas to know that shit don't attract successful niggas.
It does not.
It don't. Niggas will look and laugh and whatever, your entertainment, but they ain't coming near you. Because it's like you toxic.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's right.
But when they see another nigga, I fuck with homie. Oh, he on this show. Oh, they showed him mad love. I'm gonna go over there. It's different. You know what I mean? So niggas need to get that out of their head, feeling like, oh, I need to diss this person to get attention. I need to diss this, but that shit might work for like, might have worked for like 50, but 50, you know, most of the time he was justified and shit. And I feel the way he feel. If I don't fuck with that nigga, don't stand next to him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially if it's some real life shit. But in this YouTube shit, you can't take this shit seriously because most of the time niggas is talking, they don't feel that way. And I've never met the hate in person. I've never met it.
Right. Yeah.
All these goofy Goku profile picture niggas that's saying all the worst shit in the world. You don't meet these niggas in the street.
That's a fact. I be getting it, man. You know, when that situation happened and I saw it, yeah, definitely, man.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw it, I said, damn. Here goes a man that been through some drama, been through pain, been through trials and tribulations, and it's becoming successful. And then here goes that people can't wait till they feel like not you messed up, but till they feel like you messed up to say something and try to drag somebody's name down so that now you don't come up more than you are, and then they could come up. You know, and it was like, damn, I felt so bad. I ain't gonna lie. I was looking when I watched it, I was like, damn, come on, not Math Hoffa. What he doing good. I don't. Okay, yeah, he used to do this. So then I looked at myself. Oh, I used to do this, but do I want somebody to? So I was just, I was in that moment with you, bro. I was like, I wonder how he feels right now. God damn, and that's when me and Mo talked about something. That's what
he did.
Yeah,
he felt comfortable.
Me and Mo talked about something, and then Mo was like, yo, I was like, yo, bro, you said you just what? You got Math number? You didn't because he was like, you know, you told him like, yo, you ain't use my number. You been got my number. He said you had the same number. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, hit him up. I know him. I know him. I know he remember me from. Hit him up, and you know, let's work, man, because positive beats negative, and that situation you went through is like who but, and you know, this is something I want to do, man. I want to be the one to bring certain people together that do have a little bit of whatever you call YouTube drama or drama for real. I want to be that person that, you know, de-escalates the problem, man. And I really pray on that. I pray that I can be somebody that does that because I've been through so many things that I don't want that no more for us, for our people especially. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad when somebody's coming up and then you got your kids and you trying to do something, and then now what if that could have tore your whole thing down, bro? Which he couldn't because of who you are. But I'm just saying, let's just say it's like, wow, this is what y'all want for somebody?
Look, I've been there too many times.
I want to have a conversation with the missus.
I've been there too many times.
I want to have a conversation with the missus. I want to have a feminine female to female conversation with the missus behind the men with the messy shit. Because I know as a woman, I'm not going to tolerate my man to crash, to be no crash dummy, to be no, excuse my language, no fuck boy, no fuck shit. No, you got to have yourself on top. You a type of pedigree. You got to be a certain type of class. You know, we're not saying be perfect, but you got to be a true masculine, and you got to know it's levels to this shit.
Right.
We not rolling in the mud in the ground and being dirty and goofy when we touching a certain type of money, a certain type of lifestyle. we've been placed in a certain type of environment, or when we get in somewhere. So I
Right.
need to get in the minds of these women. I want to see them face to face and find out, as a woman, what do you feel about this?
Yo, well, Rose, and I gotta give you credit for taking that road, because a lot of, I mean, 90% of the things that men do, we do for women. You know what I mean?
Talk about
So
it. Talk about it.
so if you could get in, like, you, I recalled, was it Spike Lee that made the Chirac movie, and they had a movement in that where the women stop sleeping with the gangbangers, or stop giving them some ass if they was doing that. You know what I mean? And they was changing the environment just by saying you ain't getting no Gucci if you out there doing it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
In the doghouse.
So-
You in the doghouse.
Right. So I respect that. I respect going at that, because sometimes these niggas do need to get checked in their household. Like, yo, what the fuck is he doing? You know, Jenna checked me in a heartbeat.
I know. She will.
Nah, that's
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I know it's coming. I know she's gonna say, she's gonna be like, see, you shouldn't have did da. And I'm like, all right, you got it.
Being that
You know
we're
what I mean?
talking about that, I got a question for you, right? Another question, right? What is your hope for the problem with negativity going on? Like,
My hope is that some people are gonna wake up. I'm gonna be realistic about it. Some people are not.
right.
There's always gonna be a balance. But all I could do is tell y'all what I did. And once I got away from that shit, bruh, sky was the limit.
That's right.
The sky was the limit. Some of these guys will never see that. You know, there was there's a platform that I saw that was dragging my name, and I donated to the platform, and I said, yo, I didn't get here by being negative. Positivity is what got me here. Positivity over negativity. And the nigga turned around and was like, yo, if you're a real nigga, you gonna pull up right now. I had some shit to do, so I couldn't do it. And the next day, he was tearing me down again. I was like, damn, these niggas don't get it.
Wow.
They don't get it. Some of them niggas is just gonna stay there. They're gonna stay there. But the ones that get it, I'm telling you, they're gonna elevate. Because successful people, they don't like messy shit.
That's right.
They're not gonna come near that shit. A sponsor that could give you a 6-figure sponsorship for a year is not gonna like that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So these niggas just gotta grow up mentally and stop trying to appeal to people that's entertained by stupidity.
Right. And ignorance.
You know? Right. Like we got kids to raise, man. What kind of message you want your kids looking you up and seeing this stupid shit?
That's right.
Make it make sense.
Mo, you had a question?
Yeah. You know, basically, the topic of today, we got Mad Pfeiffer, so the caption in the YouTube was basically, how do Mad Pfeiffer overcoming the stereotypes today in 2023 and for the past 2 years. And the word stereotype, a widely held but fixed and oversimplified image or idea of a particular type of person or thing. So
Right.
I know for a fact, you've been stereotyped positively and negatively. How do you overcome that in 2023 and for the past 2 years?
No one else has control over my life but me. No one else. Or even the people around me that love me and they know ultimately math is gonna do what math wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, and I'm gonna give this to y'all too. Like Q, in your mind, if you could think 10 years from now, what does the most successful version of me look like? How does he dress? Is he in shape? What is he driving? Where does he live? What is he doing on a daily basis? Mo, if you could put that in your head, what does the most successful version of me look like 10 years from now? Same thing for you, Rose.
Oh, I'm thinking about it right now.
That guy is always in the room with me. He's looking at me. He's watching me. He's wondering, are you going to get to me? Are you going to get here? Are you going to be this? You know what I mean? And when I do the right thing, I can see him clapping for me. Like, you almost here.
No
And
question.
when I do the wrong thing, I don't see him at all, and I get nervous. So that helps to keep my mind like the most successful version of you, and I can tell by everybody in here is not a street nigga. It's not a street nigga. Q Life, you did 10 years from now, the most successful version of me. He's not a street nigga. He's not you know what I mean? He may have an edge to him that he got from the streets that you can take and you can put that in the business world and have more courage and more motivation than everyone else or than somebody coming out of Harvard. Because to survive in the streets, it takes a lot. Now, if you could take that energy from that and put it into the business world, you're unstoppable. Because these other guys don't got that.
They don't have it.
They don't look. If you hustle before, you knew what the focus that it took for you to get to the point where you touching 5 figures or 6 figures. You know the focus that took. If you could take that and put that into a business, my nigga, you're unstoppable. Because these guys coming out of college don't got that.
Yo,
they don't got that.
Dude.
It's so deep. It's so deep that right now, like it's touching my spirit to hear it coming from you, Math. It's like a reflection off of So what I'm trying to do, and you hit me right on the head. You got me emotional. Like I was almost ready to tear. I had to take my glasses off and face that fear of even tearing on camera. I don't care. But
you vulnerable. You vulnerable.
And because it's real. It's so fucking real, bro.
Real.
That when a man can make that change and talk about it, and when you're in that, I'm in that prime now of that, but been going through so much trying to get to that, and the stereotyping and just the things that I go through with my kids and the things I go through with everybody is real. So this moment right here is real. This is not no fake shit. This ain't me. Everybody think maybe clout he got Math Hoffa on the thing. You damn right.
Right.
But what did we talk about here? Rewind this tape. What did we talk about? Everything was great, successful, positive.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I want to salute you. I want to salute you, bro.
Salute.
For my expert opinion, I want to salute your staff.
Yes.
Everybody that's around Math Hoffa, that's giving them positive energy and things like that. Salute and keep doing it. Keep doing it. And anybody that's watching this, for the young kids that's watching this, this is a prime example of you can do it. This is a prime example of people that just been through that. And shout out to my staff. Shout out to the whole PBN network. Without you guys, without Shah Rosé, without Mo Knowledge, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to do this. Without my special guests that come up, I wouldn't be able to do this, man. And here we go. What's going on, brother?
It's my man Champ.
Champ, what up, Champ?
Champ, what up?
Yo.
That's Jen?
Yeah. Jen,
what's up, Jen?
Jen, come with the camera.
This is positive. This is positive. This negative right here.
Right. She like my hands down. I ain't doing it.
That's all right,
Yep, that's right. Now I'm gonna. This is epic right here because this is positive beats negative right here, and this is the things we do. I like to see this. We coming together. He brought his family and he brought his people in, and this is what we want to see. Man. What you got to say though?
Yo, Champ, you been home how long?
About 21 months.
He been home 21 months.
Wow.
I haven't. It's very rare that you run into somebody that's been as motivated as him. And within that 21 months, YK TV magazine, Viral magazine, taking off. You on the show. You on Drink Champs.
Wow.
21 months. And when it comes to positivity, this guy,
Thank you, brother.
I call him the people's champ.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like he's showing niggas like, yo, bro, let's go.
Right.
This is what we doing. Let's go. You know what I mean? And Champ is a guy like no matter what it is, he's not gonna tell me no. If I'm like, yo, Champ, yo, we gotta do. Yo, Champ, can you? Yo, I got you. Let's do it. Cool. He understands.
Can I say something to that? Can I say something to y'all? Champ and Jen and all the staff. I just want to say this. Stick by him, man. Keep sticking by him, even if he makes a mistake, even if he sometimes might make a wrong choice. Stick by him because this is greatness right here. This is great. You understand what I'm saying? And I
want to say that to y'all. Stay together. Stay together. However, should one of y'all fall to the dark side, don't be scared to let go.
Right.
Don't be scared to let go. Because at the end of the day, your life is gonna be it's gonna be controlled by your choices. And if somebody's not making the right choice, you can't be scared to let them go. Not to say that they're gonna be gone forever, because some people get their shit right, and you run into them in the future, and they'll be like, "Yo, you was right about this, you was right about that," and y'all could build again. Me and H ain't talked for like mad years over some bullshit, but he started fixing his life. I started fixing mine. We got back on the same frequency, and boom, came back together. You dig what I'm saying? But always keep that image in your mind. Who do you look like 10 years from now? What are you doing? And get there.
And this is coming from the bull himself, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Baby, you feel me?
Facts, Taurus gang, you heard?
And I want to give my
Taurus
flowers.
gang.
I want to give my flowers to Jen, Miss Lady, if you listening. They not doing nothing.
Get your flowers.
You hear me?
Yeah, you
got a team. You got an army. You got an army of women.
What?
Like
I love this guy right here.
I know, baby girl.
What?
That's what's up. We
support
you. Keep doing what you're doing.
My best friend accomplished all that he has said that he would accomplish. So I will continue to be a supporter, a sniper.
Well, yeah, sniper. That's my sniper right there. My sniper right there. My sniper right there.
Yes.
He's still young.
Yes. That's what's up.
But yeah, man. Yo, when y'all told me the name of the show, I knew I had to do it. Because you're standing for something.
Thank you, brother.
You're standing for something.
That's a question that I'm glad we never had to ask, but you said it. But just know I had that in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So the name speaks for itself, and it breaks down to God too.
Facts.
This name, Positive Beats Negative Network, breaks down to God. Because everything is mathematics. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to believe in the denomination, and salute to the people that believe in the denomination, but you got people that believe in mathematics, and and words is meaning. You know what I'm saying? And God is within man and woman,
Right. And the more honest you are, the more the universe works for you in a way that it picks up on the pattern of your honesty. And then when you project towards the future, it makes sure that that's real too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
shout out to it's somebody that does filming in your joint that's from my hood, my old neighbor, K.O. Kane. Shout out to K.O.
Yes.
Kane. That's my guy. He's from my hood. Yeah, I'm from Corona, Queens.
KK.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to KK-47, man.
Word. And KK, another one, bro. He was around me when we was knuckleheads. I started shaping up. I seen, KK, you kind of slipping, bro. You kind of slipping. And the next time I saw him was years later, and he was like, yo, Matt, I don't do this no more. I don't do this no more. I don't do this no more. I was like, oh, you on a frequency. Come with me, my man. And now you part of the team.
That's what's up, man.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Shout out to KK, man.
Well, we don't want to keep you too long. We know you got things to do. My brother, man, it was an honor, man, to have you here. Like, for real.
Salute.
It was an honor.
Salute.
I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let nothing stop you. We here. If you do need anything from us, man, if you want to talk, if anything, man, definitely.
And likewise.
You got the number. I got your number. We always like to end it off with a prayer. So we're gonna do that real quick. We're gonna do that. We're gonna bow our heads. Father God, we come to you today to ask you to forgive us for all our sins. We thank you for the food on our table, the clothes on our back, and the roof over our head. We ask you to put our armor on. We ask you to protect all the youngins out there that are going through something. We ask you to protect the elderly. We ask you to protect everyone that is going through trials and tribulations, that are hungry, that need something to eat. There's homeless that's sleeping on the floor. It shouldn't be. So we ask you to put an umbrella over them. Put an umbrella over them, and even pray. I pray for my enemies. I pray for people that's trying to hurt anybody. And we just thank you. We ask you to just keep us to being on the right path and moving successful and moving militant, so that we can get through life every day, Lord. So we here and we thank you for this day. We thank you for tomorrow. We thank you for each and every day that you give us, and we cherish everybody in our lives. Salute to Math Hoffa in the building. Amen. We here.
Yes. I want to add to that. I want to add to that. Thank you for this life, this love, every experience that you give us, because we know that you're leading us in the direction of our greatest selves. May you keep blessing us with success. May you continue to lead us to the highest heights of the world. Because we know we are a reflection of you, and if you are great, then so are we.
And we stand.
And we stand. That's right. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Salute,
yo,
y'all.
salute, brother. Yo, good night. Have a blessed night, man. Love y'all.
You too, bro.
You already know
Night,
what it
good
is.
night.
All right.
Mo, we still here for a second. We stay on, Mo. We're gonna still
Yeah.
be here.
Salute, y'all.
Right.
I'm gonna stay in
Already know.
contact with you, bro. So
Yeah, we're gonna stay in contact.
Bet.
Expert
Bet.
opinion. Yes.
Yes, sir. Salute.
What's good? Yes, sir, man. Great. That was epic.
Powerful.
That was epic. That was powerful. You know what I'm saying?
I got kicked out at the end.
Oh, word? Nah, you here. Salute to the panel. Listen, that we were doing an interview for Math Hoffa. Y'all seen it, so sorry about not interacting too much with you guys. But I had to stay focused on what the mission was, and the mission was about Math Hoffa today. So salute to him. Salute to the whole PBN network for doing, and being with me on this journey. That was great. That was great, man. That was a great thing. And sitting with him and talking with him, man, it's beautiful. That was a beautiful thing, man. And when you start talking to somebody and you get that energy, and that energy is real. You start feeling it. Even that day when I spoke to him on the phone personally, me and you, Mo, he answered the phone and he was just the energy. I just knew, I felt it, and I was like, wow, great person, man. When you got to get to know somebody,
he was definitely in his true self.
Right.
He was definitely in the most comfortable and vulnerable state of all interviews that I've ever seen him do. He was at home. He was relaxed.
That's a fact.
He was.
I never seen him that relaxed. Right.
And it's because of us.
He told us why. He told us why. Well, listen, that's how powerful energy is, that we ain't have to ask that question. He answered it for us. So that means he was vibing off our mind, in your mind, in my mind, to take that question out to actually say it, because he was in the comfort of his own home around his family.
Wow.
Let us know that positive beats negative is the reason why he did that interview without me even asking.
Right, you told me he was just like, yo, y'all do, yo.
Because I told him, like, I'm a part of the Positive Beats Negative Network, and my brother Q Life is the hope. And then he brought it later on in the conversation, like, yo, what's your thing? What you say you wasn't getting positive, negative? Positive Beats Negative. So as you can see, he revealed. So that means it goes back to you created something that's powerful, bro.
Thank you.
So let's go celebrate, guys. Let's
celebrate it right now.
Let's celebrate and let's.
You already know.
Get back to business.
I want to say one thing to all the fans and all the listeners that's tuning in. People that was classed, stereotyped as being a bully or being a troublemaker, you see the progress of Math Hoffa. You see the progress of Q Life. You see the progress of myself. You see the progress of Shy Rosé. That never be prejudiced, never prejudge nobody, never discriminate off of somebody stereotype. If you want to find out about a person, get your own merit of that person. Do not listen to backbiting, because that will create a disunity where you won't even create a relationship with that person because you with somebody else. So all you people in the YouTube world, be careful of prejudice and discrimination, and don't listen to no stereotype. And you actually saw that Math Hoffa overcomes the stereotypes. He's not bothered by it. He don't even listen to it. He just be himself. So I salute Math Hoffa, man, for real, for giving us this opportunity to interview him.
And I want to say to the women, to the feminine, you want to see your male, your partner, your man rise to his fullest potential and to be fulfilled and to live in his truth and walk in his purpose. Because they say, happy wife, happy life. It's not just that. It's bigger than that. In order for you to be a happy wife, your man has to be happy. Your husband has to be happy. He has to be fulfilled. He has to be living and walking in his purpose. And our job is to be the energy force, the driving force, the light that sparks that. So I'm here to encourage women to operate from the feminine side of themselves, to support their male partners, friends, business partners, family members, and to be the nurturing spirit that we are to get these men to the next level.
Fire.
Officially Band's music page. What up, Q? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? Connecting to 5D. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Shout out to Break Dawn, man. Shout out to the
Why you didn't ask Math Hoffa questions from the panel? Cause tonight, you know, I wanted to do something new. That's why I just want to do something new and focus on Math Hoffa, you know, and the questions that we had for him tonight.
What she said? She said what? Why
didn't you ask Math Hoffa questions from the panel?
People that's in the comment.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, it was questions that
we did though. There was some questions that I asked that was from the panel anyway. Actually, but
yeah,
you know, but you know how that goes. What else we got? We are the life force. Cumber. This may be best interview. Wow,
it is.
Wow, that's epic.
I believe that, Cumber.
I believe that.
I definitely believe that.
And you know why I feel like that? Not to, you know, toot my own horn or PBN. You know, I feel like, you know,
You heard what he said. You heard what the author said. Celebrated. We celebrated ourselves.
We didn't get into the things that people probably wanted us to ask. You know, about all of the drama, so much drama and all that. We spoke a little bit about the thing that came up, but it was still in a positive way, you know. And we asked questions that people are not going to ask. We want it to be different. If you go watch an interview today, and then you heard what we said, and then if you know these people over here are going to ask the same thing, why you want to watch that interview if they're going to ask the same thing? It's not going to be the same. I don't think that. This is another thing. I don't think Math Hoffa and his family, he would have brought his family in and did all of that because, he, like you said, Rose, he felt comfortable. He was at home. He felt home with me and that work. Comfortable to let her get in the
energy into his home. We're not bringing that energy into his home. I'm in my home.
Right. So
you in your home. We're all in our homes.
That's right. That's right.
Shout out to China Mac, man.
Shout out to China Mac too.
Shout out to you, Mo Knowledge. Shout out to you. He loved the segment. That's your segment. It took him back. You should have seen his body language.
Right.
Because I study behavioral health. So you took him back into a place. You got him to be nostalgic in his journey and go back. And he's probably right now. He said it was dope.
Yeah, he said it. He was like, because I was about to say something. He said, nah, you know what? I like this. He said that.
It is dope. It's fun.
He said that.
Sometimes we need that. We need to be taken back.
That's right.
And you did a wonderful, amazing job. And I take my hat to you, Mo.
Shout out to my brother, man. Dosha Boy 96, man. That's my OG right there. Great interview, Q. Peace, Mo Knowledge. Shout out to the lady as well.
So I mean, we can take some questions right now from the panel. If you want, if you want to bring somebody on, or you want to have somebody like piggyback off of what we just did.
If anybody want to pop in right now,
we invite the feedback. Let's invite the feedback.
We got 10 minutes more. We got 10 minutes more, and then I got to break it down.
That's right.
But and salute to who I seen. What's the name in here earlier? Conversations with Zoe was in here earlier.
This was Zoe, our brother.
Yeah. You know, salute to Deacon Bo. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Pete Warrior.
Yeah.
Salute to everybody that you know that I love. Salute to everybody that I deal with that on a positive level. Salute to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could come together. You know that has the drama and let's beat this negative thing, man. Let's beat it. But I love everybody. Y'all know what it is. PBN Network. We about to get up out of here. You already know what it is. We already said the prayer. If y'all got anything else you want to say, go follow my Instagram QLife_PBN. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, man. Now, help us reach the 1,000, man. Help us reach these 1,000 subscribers, man. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. Zip on to come up.
At 5 page in my expert opinion.
And ladies, follow me on at @Sha_Rose_. Sorry, @Sha_Rose. for some more divinity, some more feminine defined energy, because we need to work on tapping into our feminine side so that we can deal with the masculine, because a lot of us are operating, for whatever the reasons are, and I'm not here to judge, we're operating from our masculine side, and we can stop a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? If we just focus in on that side of ourselves and touch the men or the males that we're dealing with, so that they don't go out goofy, crash dummy, going out bad. I support my brothers all day, every day. I'm not going anywhere. And I support their women. Shout out to your wife, your Wiz, Q. Shout out to yours, Mo Knowledge.
That's right. Thank you.
You know, and so we're here as a unit.
Yep.
Positive, negative.
Those should say all love with them, man. That's right. I want it to be love. Listen, man, if y'all see this, man, Zip, you know what I'm saying? Hassan Campbell, China Mac, all of y'all, man. Come on to PBN and let's chop this up. Let's
Well, I already told y'all I want China Mac's girlfriend or wife or whoever I want to have a conversation with her. I men, you know, y'all do y'all men stuff. The women, I want to have a conversation with the women behind these men.
What you say to the men that don't have a girlfriend and they got YouTube platforms?
Well, I want to talk to your mama then.
Now, mind you,
I want to talk to your mother, your auntie.
I'm glad you said that, because you know the bro put out a video clip of his mom's calling him early in the morning, hysterical, asking him, "Yo, is you all right, son? Is you all right?" And he was like, "Mom, what are you talking about? Yo, Mom, are you all right? Because I'm hearing a lot of stuff. I'm seeing a lot of stuff. Mom, yo, son, are you all right? Mom, what are you talking about? Oh, because I see mad people in your comments saying this and saying that, and it's like they going against you and hating on you." And the bro was like, "Yo, Ma, did you get a check last week? Did you get a check a week before that? Did you get a check last month?" And she was like, "Yeah, but what's that got to do with what I'm saying?" Because it's coming from the haters. So thank the haters. So when I saw that video that China Mac posted up, he basically told the world of his truth, that entertainment disruption, entertainment confrontation, this is what he do. You know what I'm saying? So even his mom was on that feminine side of asking that question and to say, "Yo, chill." But he told his mom, like, "Nah, I'm not going to chill, because this is what brings in the bills." And we saw people do this way before China Mac. You see the movies do it. You see people been doing this shit for generations, man. You know what I'm saying? But we as a people need to learn how to not get caught up into on how people get their money.
To break the general curse.
Yeah.
To break that general curse. Like we said, it's always going to be, you know, negative. It's always going to be positive. But what I'm saying is, when, you know, break the curse, though, break where, you know, it's just so much. But you know what? I spoke to Zip earlier, and he told me some real shit. He broke down it in numbers, and he said something about how if in 19 such and such, it was this many murders, and then this year it was this many murders. So if that continues in that cycle, we are doing better. Right? But we want to do better. We want to do better. Because my thing is, I just don't like it when I don't care if it's a baby getting shot in the head, a baby, you know, so that's my thing. But, you know, we're going to get it together. Y'all. We just got to come together. To get it together, we got to come together. We got to unify. You know what I'm saying? That's what PBN is here for. So salute to everybody. I love y'all. Good night. We about to go celebrate, you know what I'm saying, this win right here. Math Hoffa, you know what I'm saying? My expert opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Love y'all, man.
Love y'all
Love
too.
y'all.
All right. Let's do it.